Hi, everyone. Going to bring you the latest here on our forecast as we head into this Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. And as kind of expected, the National Weather Service did issue a freeze warning for all of East Texas. Only Houston and Trinity County were not included in the freeze warning. Of course, these two counties are really governed by the National Weather Service office down in Houston. So they would issue the freeze warning for those two counties, Houston and Trinity County. The rest, either it's Shreveport office or the Dallas-Fort Worth office making that call, and both of those combining to put every county in East Texas that you see shaded in purple in that freeze warning. That means the temperatures could be close to freezing, if not below freezing, for at least a couple of hours overnight into very early Wednesday morning. Here's the good news. This is the only freeze warning that we expect this week. Temperatures should begin to warm into the mid-60s by Wednesday afternoon. Thursday morning, we'll see lows in the low to mid-40s, and by Thursday afternoon, we're back close to 80 degrees. So this little punch of cold air is short-lived. It's in and out of here, and then we're back to almost above average temperatures when you think about it. All right, so overnight lows tonight, generally upper 20s, low 30s, frost possible in our southwest counties with a freeze likely up toward Jefferson, out toward Marshall, over toward Linden. Gilmer could be right around the freezing mark. Mineola, Tyler, likewise. Jacksonville could be right at about 34. The elevation of that Jacksonville sensor is a little bit higher up, and so the colder air doesn't drain downhill like it does in places such as Henderson or Carthage. With those lower elevated sensors, temperature sensors, the colder air tends to drain down to the bottom of that hillside, and sometimes you can have colder readings at those levels. This will easily be a record-setting night tonight. The record low is 34 degrees. If we're down to 32, that's a new record low. The average low for this time of the year, right around 56. So we're running 24 degrees below average with this cold snap. But again, it doesn't last long. If you take a look at the 10-day temperature trend, you'll see we're back into the mid-40s by Thursday morning. And then look at this, 55 Friday morning, 62 Saturday morning, 65 Sunday morning, near 70 by Monday morning, and then it does cool down again, but not as dramatically. Temperatures will drop back into the 40s and low 50s once we get closer to the final Friday of October here in East Texas. All right, so what's responsible for this cold air? Well, it's essentially this Canadian high pressure system. It was in southern Canada yesterday. By tomorrow morning, it will be sitting right over the Red River with a light northeast wind circulating around that and all that cold air. So it's bringing all this cold air. It's going to bring it down to the Gulf Coast by later Wednesday into Thursday, and then our winds will eventually switch around to the southeast. So the first freeze frost of the season, thanks to that high pressure system. You can see the flow aloft bringing down the colder air also in these clouds across the Great Lakes. Once that high settles down over the Gulf Coast, we start to see southerly winds return by Thursday morning. That's why we're back into the mid-40s for overnight lows. And then a warm front forms and races to the northeast. So Friday, we might see a little patch of clouds with the warm front. That typically happens. Southerly winds, we're tapping into the warmer air off the Mexican plateau. That starts to spread into the hill country and eventually up into northeast Texas and East Texas. And as a result, the temperatures will quickly warm up for the weekend. We should be back close to 80 degrees by Thursday and mid-80s as we head into Friday, and then upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. So a cool day, Wednesday, 65, 80 degrees Thursday, mid-80s Friday, upper 80s Saturday, Sunday, almost to 90 degrees. We might have a couple of areas that do hit 90 on Sunday. A frontal boundary arrives later in the day Monday, 83. Showers, thunderstorms Monday night into Tuesday. Tuesday's cooler at 76, slightly cooler with a high of 70 on Wednesday. And then temperatures slightly below average as we round out the final full week of the month, the 27th and 28th of October. Going in through that weekend, then and over toward Halloween, we'll see how things respond. But right now, it looks like it's trending a little bit cooler as we head toward Halloween. All right, wind and wind gusts on Wednesday. We've got lighter winds out of the north forecast for Wednesday, but at times they'll gust 10 to 15 miles an hour. And we bring this up because of the fire danger. We had rain over the weekend, a lot of wind here yesterday and today, and that's starting to dry things out again. Lighter winds tomorrow, fire danger will be there. Some of the areas that saw less rain will have a slightly higher fire danger for Wednesday. For instance, down in parts of Houston and Trinity County, it's very high. Across Angelina, Nacogdoches, Sabine, and San Augustine County, it's on the high side. And as we head up toward Harrison and Marion and Cass County up into Bowie County, It also looks like it's on the high side, and then generally a moderate risk everywhere else across East Texas for Wednesday. All right, rain chances. No chance of rain tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or Sunday. And this is why I think Saturday and Sunday will also have some elevated grass fire dangers, because we're going to have stronger winds here Saturday and Sunday. In fact, I think we get a gust close to 30 miles an hour either Saturday or Sunday, with sustained winds anywhere from about 15 to 25 miles an hour. So this is going to be a breezy end of the week, and those are warm southwesterly winds. Typically, they're drier winds, but then we do start to see the rain chances ramping up Monday and Tuesday just in time. How much rain are we talking about? Nothing on Sunday. Monday into Tuesday, boy, it looks like we could pick up 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of rainfall. And again, this could be a nice soaking rainfall. Why I think there's a higher chance of rain is that there is a tropical system in the Pacific that will get pulled into an upper level trough that'll be swinging across the central and southern plains at the same time, and a cold front. So we're going to combine 3 ingredients, and it should produce long-lasting rain. In some instances, there could be some thunderstorms. We'll have to wait and see the exact setup, but we could have some stronger winds that set up with this later Monday into Tuesday. But right now, this is the way things look to play out early next week, and so that would be much welcome rain. All right, speaking of rainfall, for the month of October, we're still sitting at under an inch in Tyler, Longview, and Lufkin, and you'll remember that October is one of the 2 rainiest months of the year. So seeing these totals, not necessarily what we want to see at this point now as we get through the middle part of the month. Compared to average, that's about 1 to 2 inches below average for the month. For the year, those totals are running anywhere from about 9 1/4 to almost 10 inches below average. All right, eye on the tropics. We're looking at a quiet Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, a lot of clouds out there, but nothing organized. There is a cluster of showers, thunderstorms down in the Bay of Campeche. Out here across the eastern Atlantic, the flow is essentially from the west to east and not east to west, and there is no sign right now of anything trying to organize. So the next 5 days should be quiet. So we'll sit on Carl here as our latest named storm in the Atlantic hurricane season. All right, bus stop forecast for tomorrow. First morning, I think coats are needed, and I mean heavier coats as the temperatures are in the 30s. For recess, long sleeves, despite the sunshine, temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. It's cool but sunny. Headed home with temperatures in the mid 60s. 62 in Pittsburgh on Wednesday. In our central counties, we'll see a high of 65 at Longview and Tyler. Jacksonville up to 66, and over Deep East Texas, we'll see highs in the upper 60s. For instance, Lufkin up to 67. Here's the Baylor Scott & White Texas Pine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. Look at the rapid warm-up Thursday. It's very cool in the morning with temperatures around 45. We're up to 80 Thursday afternoon, and then temperatures are in the upper 80s over the weekend. Rain chances here Monday and Tuesday, and then we look ahead to the following end of the week toward the end of the month, and it remains unsettled with a chance of rain around 74 a week from Friday. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus.